back in now to the Green Cross Society of British Columbia, once again on the Coalition Connection. Check out the window to see what's going on here. We got some seatbelts, glass, everything else going on. Kind of a unique storefront. You only see this in BC. We represent. Let's go inside, check it out, talk to the president of the Green Cross, Mr. Paul Hunt. Cannabis Canada. Here we are at the Green Cross Society. We're going to take a look around here and see what's going on. Huge endorser of the Coalition. We're on that Coalition Connection Trail. We're going to try and bring as many different locations to you as we can and talk a little bit about the endorsements that we have. And you can look around here and you see some of the menu that they have here. They got going on, bud tenders in the back, preparing different things, getting things ready for the members. What's important about the Green Cross is the breakdown in their numbers, the fact that they got the THC, CBD, and I note that the MMPR that's being proposed simply doesn't look at this, the CBN, which is just another factor that's not looked at whatsoever under the MMPR, where this is just one example of a club that does. And there are various baked goods that, once again, under the MMPR, we're not going to be allowed to make edibles or have such baked goods. You've got your general bud tending, you've got the Coalition here, general pamphlets that we hand out. And once again, lockboxes are at all the different locations that we can around the city. We walk back through here. We've got some Green Planet stuff down in here. Take it to grow kits, of course, supporting growing. Your seatbelts for your storage, your glass. What's unique about this club, I like the 419. It means you got 1 minute to get your medications before 420. And you got all this along here, they got the nice glass selection. And what's important to note is what they got back here. I'm just going to ask my camera lady to come up here. In there is the lab. And this is where they do their research. They have a proper machine, they have a qualified researcher that actually comes in and does all the research, all the THC testing, CBD, CBN, and she also works at UBC. So it gives that quality to be able to certify the medication that they're using and make sure that their claims that they make are legitimate and that the medicine that they're serving is safe. Certainly no need for the dramatic oversight that the government seems to be proposing, and certainly looking at the full cannabinoid spectrum as a holistic plant herb medicine, and not looking at it as some synthetic drug that needs to be controlled like a gun. It's simply not that way. In this culture, the people have spoken. You know, take away our gardens, fight with us, do what you wish, but the people will not fall in my own opinion, to a mail order system no matter what happens. And the city of Vancouver has recently ruled that they're not going to move against these clubs. And there's quite a few of them around the city simply because of the federal program's mandate, until such time as a judge has actually spoken around it. You know, so it's very interesting that the clubs are being left alone here as well. And I think that that's very important to note as we continue to go around and address some of the different clubs. So we'll move on to downstairs and take a look at where the membership can go here. To actually sit together and hang out together and medicate together and discuss the different strains, discuss what works for their different pains. And maybe we can talk to a few of those members and see if they'll speak out. Everyone, and certainly a representative of the Coalition, as you'll see when we go downstairs. We'll see you there.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back. We're downstairs at the Green Cross Society. As you can see, the banner for the Coalition is up. This is something that Paul, one of our national representatives, has generously, in concert with the Green Cross Society, have gotten for us and have that ready for, of course, 420, Global March, and various other events that are coming up. We are in the downstairs area. I don't want to zoom around too much with the camera because there's members here that don't want to be on camera, understandably. So, but this is an area downstairs where members can actually come down, hang out, medicate, discuss strain specifics, and discuss the different ways that cannabis works for them, both in extracts and the different applications of using cannabis in general. And the fact that they can do that is where the knowledge gets shared. And it's something that we're very happy with the recent decision by the Vancouver officials to simply not enforce the April Fool's MMPR no claim on Canada and simply not shut down our clubs, or at least not move on our clubs at this time. And I would like to think that that has something to do with some of the federal challenges going on, and the people simply saying we do not want the MMPR. As we showed upstairs, there's no looking at any other cannabinoid profiles other than CBD and THC. There's a problem with that. There's a huge array of cannabinoids that have not been researched, and doctors will tell you themselves that do the homework that they haven't looked into it. The tip of the iceberg. And remember, Canada holds that there's no medicinal value in Canada. And it's part of the reason I believe they're not going to throw a bunch of patients in BC under the bus by shutting down clubs. And I believe we're going to win our injunction on March 18th. Stay tuned, friends, because it's going to get bigger. I'm going to bring part 2 of the 1622-page document video as soon as possible. Today, this is ongoing with the Coalition Connection video. We'll move on to the next location and again, show you where the support continues and kind of what's going on in BC and the unity that we hope to see nationally as we continue to proceed in 2014. This is Jason Wilcox. We'll see you in the next part. Cheers.